without Italy and the Netherlands, you could argue that the European challenges may be slightly lessened, and also maybe more outsiders perhaps than in other years, but outsiders at this stage of the tournament. But whether they'll be outsiders after the end of the group stages, it wouldn't surprise me again if we had a number of shocks along the way. Not at all. I expect the cream to rise. I expect one of maybe only 6 or 7 teams.
So with so many underdogs in this tournament, how has that affected betting?
Yeah, we will of course be praying and hoping as a gaming company that we do get a number of shocks. Say for example in the first game, which dare I say is only 24 hours away now. I think Russia are a daft price. I think Russia they'll have the weight of a nation, a proud nation on their shoulders, and the bottom line is they're not very good, and they haven't been for a long time. And I think Saudi Arabia were arguably unlucky. I think Matt Hummels should have given away a penalty. That would have been 2-2 with Germany at the weekend. I think, for example, that might be one of the first shocks. And I would expect, and of course, it's the psychology. These are the 2 worst teams in the group. And if so, they can't possibly, maybe they think to themselves, well, we can't lose in the first game. And it wouldn't surprise me if we got a draw. But it is absolutely fascinating. Yes, we have maybe a potentially outstanding Brazil side. But didn't we say this 4 years ago on home soil? And the Magnificent Seven was not Brazil's, but it was Germany's.
Okay, so give us a tip. Where would your money be on?
Well, I backed 2 nations. I backed Brazil, and wait for it, I backed England as well. I think England historically, they would have this incredible expectation and the golden generations we say of the land. No, not this year. There is very, very low key this, and yet I do think it's a side that Southgate has built with a solid back 3. We don't concede goals. We've played Germany, we've played Brazil, we've played a lot of the top, and we haven't lost. I do think 16-1 with ourselves at BetVictor. I think England will go a long way. I think they will beat Tunisia. I think they'll beat Panama. Then they play Belgium. Belgium, is this the golden generation? Is that going to be on the Red Devils of Belgium? I expect England to go through. I expect England in the last 16 to qualify. Then they will play, it would appear, either Germany or Brazil. And when you get to knockout football, who knows?
Spain always one of the favourites in this tournament, but how has the latest developments regarding the national manager affected odds?
Yeah, they've gone out this morning. Well, following the news, 6-1 out to 7-1. Brazil going the other way, falls into 7-2. It's going to be more difficult. Again, you hear Xabi Alonso saying this is, it's our time again. There's a lot of people, a lot of nations coming in good form, in confidence. They would be one for me I would want to take on, I think, and no wonder that we've gone 7-1 from 6-1 this morning following the news of the sacking of the Spanish national team manager.